Hey guys!
Hi!
The hell? Start this over real quick.
Hey guys, so by now I'm sure all of you have already heard about all the drama and controversy around, Steve Harvey making the jokes about Asian men. Basically, he made some jokes on his show about Asian men and how they're not attractive, and this is what it looked like.
Do you like Asian men? No. Thank you.
And obviously there was a lot of drama that followed. There was two different sides of people either, attacking Steve Harvey, saying he's racist for making those jokes, or people actually defending him and saying, he's a comedian and Asians need to learn to just take a joke. And even though I'm Asian and I should be biased, when I really thought about it, I wasn't personally offended by what he said. But I'm not saying what he said was right, I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't get offended by things like that. I've been hearing it my whole life. Obviously, I can see why Asians were offended and are upset about this. And I have to admit, I was upset too, but probably for a completely different reason. I wasn't upset by the fact that he was saying Asian men are unattractive. I was upset for just two reasons. First of all, the double standard that exists when it comes to making racist jokes. Like in our society, it's almost okay to make jokes about Asians like this. I mean, could you imagine if we switched the roles and we had an Asian man playing Steve Harvey and said the things that he said but about black people on national television? Excuse me, do you like black men? No. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Asian guy's career would be over. And he'd probably be getting death threats, he'd probably not be able to book another job. There would be significantly more outrage than there was about this Steve Harvey thing. But since the joke was about Asians, it's not as big of a deal because, it's just a joke. I mean, Asians are like the punch bags of society. I could understand if this was like the first time that this ever happened in mainstream media. But let's be real, these kinds of things happen to Asians all the time. I mean, remember during Linsanity and ESPN wrote about Jeremy Lin? And they titled the article, "A Chink in the Armor," obviously making reference to the fact that Jeremy is Asian. And yes, there was a lot of outrage for that, I'm not denying that. Still, again, there was still people defending the fact that it was a joke. But my point is the fact that anybody would actually think it's okay to title an article "A Chink in the Armor" when, it's a non-comedic sports related article is kind of ridiculous. I mean, the word chink is basically like the N-word for Asians. You think anybody would dare to publish the article if they switched out the word chink with the N-word? Of course not, because society and mainstream media has taught us that it's not okay to make black jokes, but it is okay to make Asian jokes. And Steve Harvey is a comedian. It's his job. In fact, if I had to list my favorite black comedians, from greatest to worst, Steve Harvey wouldn't be the last one. I'd probably start the top of the list with like Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Wayne Brady, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, Donald Glover, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Tracy Morgan, Wanda Sykes, the entire Wayans family, the Make 7 Up Yours guy, Orlando Jones, the guy that made the Got Him Vine, Bill Cosby, Steve Harvey, and then Bill Cosby after the rape allegations. So see? Steve is still not at the bottom.
Got him!
I mean, let's be real, the guy's funny. I mean, when you got jokes that are straight fire like this one.
You like Asian men? I don't even like Chinese food, boy. I don't eat what I can't pronounce.
Chinese food is often in another language, see? So sometimes they pronounce things differently, and what's Steve saying? It's a good joke. The funniest part to me is that, as a comedian, he didn't just laugh at his own joke, he was dying from his own joke. I mean, it looked like it was the funniest joke he's ever told or heard. Then again, maybe he wasn't even making a joke. I mean, Chinese food is hard to pronounce. And it actually made me kind of curious, and I started thinking, like, what would it be like to have someone like Steve Harvey, at a Chinese restaurant for lunch? I can't eat anything here. I can't pronounce one thing here. What does it say? Ching chong ling long.
That just says spring rolls.
Hey, look at this one. Swing song pong.
Sweet and sour pork. It's literally 4 English words.
What is it? What is it? See how me in. See how me in.
Chow mein.
Dumpling.
Dumplings.
Peking roasted duck.
Wait, you might have actually said that one correctly Nope. You're on the drink menu that says Pepsi.
I can't eat one thing from this entire country.
Look, if you can't even pronounce those, there's nothing you can eat in this entire world.
Entire world? More like the entire runner-up.
What?
Yeah, I can't eat anything from this planet, let alone any other planet in this entire runner-up.
Are you trying to say universe?
Oh yeah, my bad. I always mix universe and runner-up.
So I guess we just won't eat lunch then, huh?
How about we just go to Kufuk?
What?
Yeah, Kufuk. It's easy to pronounce, so we can go eat at Kufuk if you want.
Are you swearing at me right now?
No, the restaurant. Kufuk, they have like the gravy, mashed potatoes, corn. Give you the big old bucket of fried chicken with the white and red stripes and the picture of that old guy, Colonel Bernie Sanders on it.
You mean KFC?
Wow.
I cannot believe you just said that. Wait, what? You're the one
Just
who
because
said...
I'm black, you assume I like KFC? You racist?
That was a horrible Steve Harvey impression, I know. I apologize. And I know that wasn't a good joke to end on either, so I apologize for that too. See, but at least I admit when I have bad jokes. Oh, I should also say that Steve actually did apologize already. It was a typical PR apology that, you know, every celebrity does when they mess up. And you know he doesn't really mean it because, you know, when the backlash first started coming, he literally said this.
They kind of beat me up on the internet right now for no reason, but, you know, that's life, ain't it?
Leave Steve Harvey alone. But anyway, overall, either Steve Harvey was making a lame, tasteless, overused joke that Asians have been hearing all their lives, or he actually meant what he said, and he really does believe that, you know, women aren't attracted to Asian males. It's one or the other, and we all can agree that it was just a bad, tasteless joke, because we know he's not a racist. I mean, he just had a meeting with the President of the United States. So how can he be racist? But all jokes aside, I decided to actually do my own research and see if, you know, maybe Steve was onto something. Maybe women don't like Asian men. So what I did is what any logical person on the internet would do, taking it to the streets. Oh, excuse me, miss, could I ask you a few questions? It'll only take 5 minutes. I'm gonna ask you a few simple questions. All right, first question. If you had to pick between these two individuals, who would you consider to be more attractive, A or B?
Probably B.
A or B?
I'm gonna have to go with B. I would go with B.
What? I'm not gay, man.
In terms of attractiveness, like who would you?
I like The Walking Dead, so
B.
B, yeah.
And if you had to pick one of these two individuals, who would you go on a date with, A or B?
B.
I'm gonna have to go with B again. Of course, B. I love John Cho.
Are you serious? I mean, I guess B?
Which one would you consider to be sexier, A or B?
B.
Probably B. Definitely B.
Dude, I don't know, bro. B, I guess?
If you were to come across one of these next two people randomly on the street right now, who are you most likely to kiss?
A.
A.
A, for sure.
I'm gonna have to go with A.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's a definite A.
So yeah, the findings were inconclusive. Probably have to just try again another time. Stupid girls.